But we are praying for stay of the FIR against us. The ED officials are facing FIR filed by the local police. These are the FIRs. We have made the everments, we have given the details, and we have prayed in prayer F. And they are constantly filing new FIR. So that has been a pattern we have seen. Page 126 is the prayer clause.
Let us see the prayer. Prayer is
page 126. Page 126. Yeah, page 126. The main relief. Yes. Issue a mandamus directly wants the enter to be read or the interim.
What are your
interim is page 126. Where right now, I would be subject to your lordship being persuaded, praying for E. In the meanwhile, your lordship gets direct stay of the FIR number so and so registered at Shakespeare Sarni, FIR number so and so, and any other FIR registered against any officer of the Enforcement Directorate with respect to the searches conducted on 8/1/26 during the course of investigation of coal scam, etc. So we have restricted our prayer to this incident.
What is this past interim direction commanding the respondents to preserve, deposit, and provide the CCTV cameras to?
Yes, my lord, that should be preserved, my lord. Let it be with the registrar of this court.
No, right now you are praying for E only.
E. But my lord, if my lord, your lordships are persuaded, my lord, C also, my lord, interim directions commanding the respondent to preserve, deposit and provide the CCTV cameras and storage devices containing the footage of both the premises search on 8/1/26 as described, and not to make any deletion.
Just take in these two writ petitions referred by the Directorate of Enforcement in the first writ petition, whereas in the second writ petition, the petitioners are
they're the assistant directors and the persons who are party to the search, and they've been named in the FIR as
are the officers of the Enforcement Directorate against whom ED. The ED was investigating a scam amounting to rupees 2,742.32 crores since the year 2020, and in course of the investigation of the said scam, intelligence was received that about 20 crore of proceeds of crime from Kolkata to Goa was transferred through R. Kantilal firm, and which has eventually channeled into IPAC's operational framework by being handed over to persons executing its work. Armed with authorization to carry out search and seizure proceedings at the residential premises of Mr. Prateek Jain of IPAC, the officers visited his premises on 8/1/2026. They visited his premises, amongst other premises, on 8/1/26, and when the search was going on, the Manoj Kumar Verma IPS, the Commissioner of Police Kolkata, first entered the premises. Dr. Sri Priyabroto IPS, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Sri Manoj Kumar Verma IPS, Commissioner of Police Kolkata, entered the premises, and thereafter the second respondent in WP number so and so, the sitting Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Ms. Mamta Banerjee, also entered the premises despite making categorical request for not interfering with the ongoing search proceedings under PMLA. He would submit that this is not the singular incident where Honorable Chief Minister has entered the premises under investigation by the ED, as on an earlier occasion when the CBI was investigating an offense, the similar event has happened. Therefore, there is a pattern of interference with the investigation carried on by the central agencies. According to him, the materials collected by the ED officers were taken away by the respondents in an illegal manner, and thereafter the West Bengal police have registered FIRs against the officers of the Enforcement Directorate. Lord SJ would submit that in a situation like this, it is difficult for the central agencies to carry on investigation which has connection with a huge scam running into so and so 2,700 so and so crores. Learned Counsel would submit that true it is that the petitioner ED has prepared a writ petition before the Calcutta High Court, but when the matter was to be taken up for a hearing on 9/1/26, the legal cell of the Trinamool Congress sent message to its member on WhatsApp calling them to assemble in the court, and thereafter what has happened in court has been recorded by the learned judge in its proceedings dated
Page 121.
121. Order in
dated 121, which is reproduced here under post-up para. On the above basis, learned counsel would submit that learned SJ would submit firstly that the present is a serious matter which needs to be examined by this court, and secondly, the High Court is not allowed to proceed further. According to him, since high police officials of the state government are involved, it would be appropriate for this court to examine the issue in the larger interest of justice and to push up. Learned ASG Sri S.V. Raju, appearing for the petitioners in the other writ petition, would submit that recording of FIR in a cognizable offence is mandatory in view of the law laid down by this court in Lalita Kumari 2014 volume 2 SCC page 1 post up. According to him, when the Honorable Chief Minister and the Director General of Police are involved in the matter, it cannot be expected that the police officers subordinate to them would conduct the investigation in a fair manner. He would submit that the present is a case where the offences committed by the respondents should be investigated by the CBI. He would next submit Sri Kapil Sibal, learned senior counsel, appearing for the respondent number 2 in first writ petition, and Sri Abhishek Manu Singhvi, learned counsel, appearing for respondent number 1 and 3.
Yeah.
1 and 3 would submit that present petitions are not maintainable. He would submit that there is a pattern of interference by the ED in the name of investigation exactly at the time when elections are due. They would submit that when the matter is pending in the High Court, the present petition under Article 32 of the Constitution of India may not be entertained. To the materials on record, particularly the Panchanama available at page 66, it is pointed out that nothing material was recovered during the search and the seizure. It is also argued that the local police officials were not informed by the ED before initiating the search in the morning of 8/1/2026. Sri Sibbal would particularly submit that the respondent number 2 had not gone to the place of incident in the capacity of the Chief Minister, but C, being the chairman of Trinamool Congress, had gone there on information that certain unauthorized persons have entered into the premises of Mr. Pratik Jain, who has been entrusted with party's election work. According to Mr. Sibbal, there was nothing available in the office of IPAC except some election-related documents with which ED has no concern, and they should not have entered the premises. Sri Sibbal would also submit that the respondent number 2, being the chairman of the TMC West Bengal, it's a national party, TMC is a jet protectee, is also a jet protectee. This is your argument. Singhvi will submit it. Singhvi would submit. So it is a jet protectee. Therefore, it was the duty of the Director General of Police to accompany her when she entered the premises of Mr. Pratik Jain. Sri Shyam Diwan, learned senior counsel, appearing for so and so, on number 4 and 5, would argue that when that it is factually correct that some untoward incident happened when the High Court proceeded to hear the matter on 9th January, but thereafter on 14th January, the matter proceeded peacefully but has been adjourned at the request of the ED. Therefore, this court should wait for the outcome of the proceedings pending before the High Court. Having heard learned counsel for both the parties, we are of the prima facie view that the present petition has raised a serious issue relating to the the investigation by the ED or other central agencies and its interference by state agencies. Full stop. According to us, comma, or adherence of rule of law in the country and to allow each organ to function independently, it is necessary to examine the issue so that the offenders are not allowed to be protected by and protected under the shield of law enforcing agencies of a particular state. Full stop. According to us, larger questions are involved, has been raised and are involved in the present matter, which, comma, if allowed to remain undecided, comma, would further worsen the situation and there will be a situation of lawlessness prevailing in one or the other state, considering that different outfits are governing at different places. True it is that any central agency has no power to interfere with the election work of any party, comma, but at the same time, comma, if the central agencies are acting bona fidely to investigate any serious offense, comma, the question arises as to whether in the taking shield of its party activity, comma, the agencies can be obstructed in carrying out their investigating power in a bona fide manner. Let counter affidavit be filed within 3 days. Can you file it within 3 days?
Not possible.
Within a week.
It's at least 2 weeks. Maybe minimum
2 weeks. Then we'll preserve all the material. It takes longer time because the digital
Not
evidence.
preserving, Maharaj. Your losses make
Yes.
no issue on that.
Yes,
It's
in 2 weeks. Post the matter, it is directed that the respondents shall preserve the CCTV cameras and other storage devices containing the footage of both the premises searched on as described in the writ petition and the CCTV cameras and storage devices containing the footage of nearby areas. Now, what it is to this investigation and the CCTV 8/126 full stop. It is also directed that the further proceedings and the investigation relating to FIR number 3 of 26, 4 of 26 and 5 of 26 registered at electronic.
There is one more, 7 also, my lord. I have placed on record.
It is there in the main petition, but not here.
In the additional document, it was filed
7 of
subsequent.
26 registered at.
No, no, there are 2 from Shakespeare Sarni.
Yeah, name the police station properly.
It's in E. E has, my lord, the police station, page 126E. 2 are, my lord, from Shakespeare Sarni and 2 are from electronic PS Bidhannagar. The index, my lord, in the present.
In just IA.
Yes,
Direct.
it's a document compilation.
Is also direct that FIR number 3 of 26 and FIR number 4 of 26 registered at police station Shakespeare Sarani and FIR number 5 of 26 and 7 of 26 registered at Electronics Complex PS shall remain state till the next date of hearing.
Or any other FIR pertaining to this?
So we may not be aware also.
This is
We
not
do not
like a
know.
blanket order.
There should be clarity in our order.
Yes,
You can't
sir.
say that any other
I understand.
this is not proper.
Grateful.
Whereas I have one request, just Lordship considering. Whereas normally a Lordship does not stay investigation. No coercive steps will be taken is an alternative.
No, you see, in
Investigation.
view of section 67, if they were armed with a letter of authorization, they were acting in good faith.
I'm only saying, well, investigation without any coercive steps.
Mr. Singhvi, you
No.
understand the delicacy of the matter.
So equally, well,
If you proceed,
both sides. well,
you proceed with the investigation, that we are inclined to issue notice. But since both the parties have raised that much of argument, it is necessary for us to record also
because
because-
be a little long.
everything.
That
Then
is-
everybody will say that court has
Now
not
that
recorded
is
anything.
stayed.
So much was argued.
Now that Lordship has stated, little more time can be given. That's
Yes, next case.
My lord, the IA for addition of party, for chief secretary and others are being joined. And my lord, prayer for
Chief
suspension power is with the chief secretary.
That's suspension.
That's my prayer. That's my prayer.
File
No, no, it's given, my lord. Copy is
Because
given to
it's
them.
got
I have tendered
same
it.
procedure.
You kindly list it tomorrow, my lord.
Whatever
Let
it
them
is.
file a reply. I may not get the relief today.
Just not,
Which are those IAs?
We'll give the number.
it's not
We
numbered.
filed before the next date of hearing.
Yes.
Yes, next.